Hello there, this is Teamworks Podcast. We are a podcast that will be talking about games from PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, you name it. We'll be talking right through all them platforms, right through all our episodes, but also we'll be now and again talking about Marvel stuff and stuff like that. But don't forget, if you say to Alexa, play Teamworks Podcast, and the episode, it will play our podcast. So yeah, that's our podcast, and yeah, we hope you enjoy it, guys. Hello guys, and welcome back to the podcast. This is Teamworks. You're probably all thinking season 1 has already ended, but no, no, we're not going to leave it just like that. We decided, me and Phill, to come back for a special episode to thank everyone for being such big support. How are we doing, Phill?
I'm doing great, mate. How are you?
Not bad, mate. So season 1 has come to an end, and it's been an incredible season on the show, and there's so many memories we could talk about. But first, what would you like to talk about? What's your highlight of the season 1, mate?
I've really just enjoyed hearing other people's stories more than anything, and how they started streaming and everything, because it's not something you particularly talk about in your stream, why you started or how you started, So it's nice to be able to directly ask these people this without interrupting their stream. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I totally understand, mate. And you know what? Some of the conversations that we've had on our show, it's been very interesting. Like I've always said in each episode, is it's good to hear a different background. Yeah, it's gaming. Some people might think, how far can you go with having conversation about gaming? But there's always a different background, and that's what I loved about this season 1, is that every background was different to others.
Yeah,
and it's just been absolutely amazing.
I know it's interesting as well, like how, some people started off on their own, others started together, and you think, never would have known that otherwise, do you know what I mean? Always would have thought everyone would have just been starting on their own, so, yeah. Interesting.
Very interesting, mate, and you know what? I've really enjoyed it, and you know what? Thank you, I've got to say a big thank you to you as well, mate, just be putting up with me.
Well, I've got to put up with you on a regular basis, so, I'm used to it. No.
Well, that's true, but that takes two.
Same here.
Yeah, definitely, mate. You're a legend. You know what? Couldn't do it without you, mate.
You could.
Well, I could, but I mean, it wouldn't be as funny. It wouldn't be as funnier.
You know what? I just feel like it does make it easier having two hosts as opposed to the one, because obviously, with just the one host, it's sometimes you've got to carry the conversation yourself. So not singling anyone out, not aiming this at anyone, but sometimes when it comes to talking, obviously sometimes it can be a bit like pulling teeth. Not that it has on these podcasts, just covering me back. But do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you're just talking to someone and it's like one word answers and you're like, oh, what do I do to move the conversation forward? So having that extra person there, it kind of has your back covered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I think there was one episode this season that I did by myself with a guest, and I think it was the time when you were quite busy one week, and I just said to you, would you like me to still carry on, or do you want me to wait for you and do it another day? And you said, no, honestly, mate, just carry it on. So I tried it myself. It didn't go too bad, but I totally understand what you mean. It's better when there's two of you, because obviously you can have you can ask a question, and then I listen to that, and then obviously I ask a question. So you're not always asking a question by yourself, are you?
Yeah, plus the interesting thing is as well, we've had quite a few of our guests that have been more than happy to just ask us questions as well, which honestly I've absolutely loved. I wasn't expecting it.
No.
But the fact that they were like, well, can I ask you a question? I love that fact. So then it was like, well, we can also give our opinions and discussion on stuff as well, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's same as me, mate. Like I say, I was shocked when some of our guests decided, oh, we're going to ask you a question, which is absolutely fantastic because it was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like flipping the script, isn't it?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're interviewing the guest, but for the guest to ask you a question is, do you know what? It's a special touch.
Absolutely, dude.
Well, yeah, there's been so many memories in this season 1, and I've really, really enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure you have as well, haven't you, mate?
Oh, well and truly, mate.
But yeah, is there any highlights that stand out for you in this, in season 1, or is there a few of them?
I don't think there's anything like specific like that, but just in general, I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Because since lockdown, I did become very reclusive, so talking to people got a bit weird after that.
Do you know what? I was the same. I when lockdown came around, it was one of them. It was hard for everyone, but you know me. I was doing YouTube videos regularly and everything, and then obviously lockdown came along. It was all new to us. Was like, oh my god, this has never happened to us before. And then obviously you start to overthink things. And did you ever, through all that period, did you ever have a thing where I love doing that, me YouTube everything or whatever it meant to be, and then you just couldn't get yourself to do it all the time?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you think you've got all that time to yourself, but sometimes you just find it so hard to have the drive to be able to do stuff. Because I thought, with all this free time, I'll be able to do a load of my gaming, do a load of burning and stuff. And sometimes it's just there was too much free time, and it just kind of got negative in that sense.
I totally understand, mate. Yeah, I was the same because I was like, I'm going to get back into my video editing, and it's easy not to do it. So
yeah,
me being me, I just took the easy option and said, no, I can't be bothered. I couldn't get myself to have it. I had no motivation about myself, and I'm pretty sure you were the same. But it's a weird thing because obviously I'm used to being busy in the day, and then my chill time is in the night, which I love. The chill time in the night. That's why I never go to bed on time. But
yeah,
but yeah. Was you the same through lockdown? Was you?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the thing is, obviously, I'm quite a night owl anyway, so. And I don't sleep very well anyway, so most of the stuff I do is in the night or in the evening. But then obviously during lockdown, it was just weird. Sorry, I trailed off a bit there.
Well, the other thing as well is I started doing painting by numbers, and I thought,
oh yeah,
I was enjoying it. I was like, oh, this is good. This is get my mind going and all that, and.
Yeah,
I stopped doing that as well.
Yeah,
and I don't know why I didn't carry on with it because I was doing actually good with it, even though it was the very hard one where all the little numbers and you couldn't see them.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, so the thing was during lockdown, I started up doing YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Granted, I did some YouTube stuff beforehand, but it was just kind of. I'm in uni. I'm a student. I would like to make some videos. Screw it. But it was just kind of box opening and stuff like that. So it wasn't really interesting in my opinion. But then during lockdown, it was like I started doing them parody songs.
Yeah.
And And you know what? People absolutely loved it, and it, kept people going during lockdown, surprisingly. Which is funny when you think about it, because it was stupid. But yeah, for a while I was doing that every day. So writing a new song, recording it, and then editing it and putting a video together every single day. So that was a lot of work, and it kind of put me off carrying on then after that, because it was just too much.
You wanted to do it, but it was just getting yourself to do it. And like you say, there was too much to do. Record it, edit it, make sure that it's good for your viewers, because you want people to laugh at it and stuff like that. I totally understand what you mean. I mean, when I first started getting into doing YouTube content, amazing enough that I was only doing video commentary. Voice commentary, and the amount of times I recorded over and over again just to get it right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've went, so I'm going to try tomorrow. But
see, this is the interesting thing with Twitch, isn't it? Because it's like the equivalent of like rehearsed, scripted, and live TV sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, you've got to be kind of like on the ball. You've got to be funny, constantly while you're live streaming. But in my opinion, I found that substantially easier than like sitting there and like writing it out, reading it, and trying to make it interesting. Like,
funny enough,
and all the editing. Yeah,
I'm the same, because I tell you why is when you're recording to talk about something on your own, but to your fans that will hear it eventually when you upload it. Well, then that's the reason why you get mistakes, because obviously you're trying to record, you're only talking to yourself through the video, which on Twitch, when you're live, you've got people there already talking to you, so you're reacting to your audience, which is far better. Yeah, I do totally agree.
I get where you come from with that as well, the fact that you're able to interact with your audience, whereas with YouTube it's very, I'm the content creator, you're the viewer. But with Twitch, it's like, because obviously people can get involved by pressing all the notifications and stuff, you know what I mean? And so like it is very interactive in that sense.
Well,
more so than YouTube.
I mean, that's why I added sound alerts to me streams, because it makes it funny. People press, or they go, "Oh, that's an interesting one. I'll press that sound alert, see what he does," because they know you're going to react to that sound alert. They're going to know. Oh yeah, he's going to do something here.
Yeah.
Which I thought was brilliant. I mean, I'm going to point it out in this special episode as well. But why the hell did I put the chicken dance in my sound alerts? It gets more play. It gets more play than I play on Road Company. Honestly,
it was crazy how many times certain people pressed it.
Well, I'm not pretty certain how much, but I know it's at least over 200 plays.
Really?
Yeah, and I think some people were just spanning it for the sake of it, because they wanted to see me get out my chair, do some weird chicken dance, which I can't do, so I started doing my own version to it. But yeah, as you say, you interact with your audience, and you have a bit of fun, and that's what it's all about. Which content creating, yes, I do love it. But when it comes to the recording side of it, you're like, you gotta have a script. Basically, you gotta know what you're saying, because obviously when you upload it, that's when people listen to it and comment back to it. They're not doing it in real time, which obviously Twitch you do. So that's why I think that's why you're more successful when you're streaming, because
there's that clear separation between streaming and content creating.
I mean, don't get me, I love content creating, because what I've done with my videos in the past, well, at least, especially the James and Phil's No Way Out. I mean, that took off. I mean, we didn't finish the episodes, like, but when
it
we
was
started
quite bad that we didn't. But
I mean, we could always go back to it, and that might be a hint.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it was one of them at the time, wasn't it? Life just kind of got in the way a bit, unfortunately.
What amazed me is I literally only did a trailer for it, and it got over 1K views, which I was chuffed to bits when that happened.
Yeah.
Because I was like, whoa, a trailer? You don't think a trailer would get that many?
No.
You think it'd be the actually video, but I did make it look like it was a movie trailer, but yeah, some of the videos, I mean, you remember that one we did on Watch Dogs?
The pirate ship one.
Yeah, that was
hilarious. I knew straight away where you were going with that. Straight away.
Because that was just the highlight of that game, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Such a good game.
Who lives a pineapple under the sea? Me. That's what you said.
I was so proper fucking sarky with it, just me. Like,
but no, honestly,
oh man,
they're just memories, them, aren't they? I mean, we need need to go back to them games. I actually miss Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it before, and I'll definitely say it again. Watch Dog Legion was a bit of a letdown in comparison.
And yeah, I thought it was going to be brilliant because it was based in London. Yeah, I thought it was going to. I had high hopes for it.
Same.
But I've not been back on it. Unless they might have updated it. It might be a little bit different now, but I'm not sure. I mean, I will go back to it and see what it's like. But
yeah,
I didn't try Watch Dogs 1, which we have now. Apparently that was really, really good.
Well, I mean, obviously, Danny spoke to me about that. He said, it's the best game going. And I was like, really? What about Watch Dogs 2? And he went, well, yeah, Watch Dogs 2 was amazing and it was better. But, I mean, the first one, he's like, you shouldn't have played the second one without playing the first because there's so many references that you won't get. And I was like, really? And he went, yeah. I said, the only reference that I noticed, which I knew was from Watch Dogs 1, was you go and help the main character.
Yeah.
From a base, and he was like, well, yeah, that's it. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's like the only reference really to Watch Dogs 1.
Yeah,
but,
we knew straight away because we always either watched someone or we read about it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think that's why we bought it, wasn't it? I mean, it was on... in fact, that was one of the games that was on offer, Watch Dogs 2, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it was, yeah.
I think, we got it when it was on offer.
It was interesting though because, when I'd seen adverts and stuff for it, I always viewed it similar to how I now view Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
But then actually playing it, I found it to be completely different.
Yeah.
To how I viewed it would be.
Do you know what? That's a bit like Saints Row, isn't it? Saints Row is like a copy version to GTA, but it's more stupid.
It's its own game.
Yeah. And it's more stupid as well, isn't it? I mean, come on.
I mean, that's the interesting thing about GTA is the fact that lately they've removed a lot. Well, I can't say they've removed a lot of the stupid factor, but because like people play it with like roleplay now,
yeah,
that it's like that stupid factors they're taken away from it.
Yeah, I know it's weird, isn't it? Weird. I mean, I've never played GTA, but for people that don't know, it's actually on offer at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much it is, but I think it's under £10, but I could be wrong.
That's actually not bad, to be fair.
It's not.
I mean,
everyone got it free, didn't they? On the PS5, going back a few months ago.
Wasn't that just the online version?
Oh yeah, I think it was actually, wasn't it? It was just the online version, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you got a discount on the
actual game.
the main game, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. But yeah, I've not tried the new Saints Row game, but the new Saints Row was meant to be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I created my own character. You know when they bought the editing software game that they brought out before the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my god, I couldn't believe how well my Joker looked.
See, well, the great thing about that was the fact that you could, like, completely personalize your character. It wasn't like, choose out of these 10 different characters and that's it. It was, like, full-on, complete character creation.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was actually called. I think I deleted it off my console recently.
I think it was called Saints Factory... Saints Row, Saints Row Factory, that's it.
Yeah,
I think it was Saints Row Factory, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through. I think you are right with that. To be fair,
if I remember, I just remember the factory being there, but might be wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're right, dude. I'm giving up looking through it because I'm scrolling through and I can't find it.
Well, apparently though, if you get the main game now, obviously there's more. That's been added to the game, so there's more stuff to do on it now. So you can edit your characters more. I wonder if you can. I wonder if someone's made the Flash or.
I guarantee. Yeah.
I mean, I was just made up with the Joker. I mean, it was quite simple, really. The Joker.
Yeah.
But I made my Joker look like the one out of the movies, which I thought was decent.
Which one did you do? Did you do like the Heath Ledger one, or did you do the Joaquin Phoenix one?
I think it was the Keith. I think it might have been. With the yellow t-shirt or orange t-shirt with a red jacket, is it?
Right. No, that's.
Oh no, that's
the Joaquin Phoenix one. That one. From the Joker film, as opposed to the Batman films.
Yeah, the Joker.
Yeah,
I did the Joker one, the proper one.
Saints Row Boss Factory it was. There we go.
Oh, so it was close. I was so close.
You were.
Yeah, Boss Factory, yeah. But apparently that's been added, obviously it's been added into the game itself.
Yeah.
And you can do more stuff on it now. I mean, I'll be looking to get that game eventually, but I'm going to wait because you never know. It might be a PlayStation Plus game soon.
Most likely. I mean, look at the fact that we only recently bought Sackboy Big Adventure and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and now both of them are on PlayStation Plus Premium.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? Mad.
You think it's like 80 quid wasted?
I know. Do you know what really made me laugh that month as well? When they give Little Big Planet out, the new one.
As part of the premium and as part of the PlayStation Plus as well. Monthly, yeah.
But it was a week apart. A week apart as well, like the year.
You know what though? Like they did something similar with Descenders, because that's been on PlayStation Premium for since it started, and then they brought it out as a PlayStation Plus game as well. It's like, I'm sorry, but if you're paying for both, you are paying for both basically. It shouldn't be giving out the same games.
Well, they've actually just recently done it with the Tomb Raider.
Oh, is Tomb Raider on there now?
Yeah, there's about 3 Tomb Raider games on there now.
Oh, I thought you meant on like the monthly games.
No, on the catalogue. But if you remember, one of them was already a PlayStation Plus game.
Dude.
If I'm correct, that's if I'm correct. But yeah, it's weird. I mean, this PlayStation Plus, yes, it's good, but it's not the best.
Yeah, there's some things that it needs fixed.
Well, yeah, I mean, adding more PS1 and PS2 games would be nice.
Absolutely. And hang on,
The
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Well, the Simpsons Hit and Run remake project is actually in the works, isn't it? And it's almost done.
No.
Yeah, I've been seeing these things, whether it's true, but they seem to be more legit this time.
I'll be honest with you, I won't believe it until I see it.
No, I won't.
Because they said the exact same thing with Bully. And look where Bully 2 is.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
It's actually being bullied itself.
Yeah. Bullied them out of existence.
Yeah. But no, games like that, Bully, Simpsons Hit and Run, oh, yeah, remakes. Well, they could do a remake on the Bully 1. That would be decent. But, yeah, Bully 2 needs to come out. It's been a while.
Do you know what? I would be happy with a remastered Bully 1.
Yeah.
And, right, do you know what? Best thing for them to do, they've already brought out Bully 1 for PlayStation 4, but it's the exact same game, down to a T.
Yeah.
But do a remastered version of it, do it as cheaply as possible, bring it out, they will get enough sales to warrant them doing a Bully 2. But the trouble is, the company that does it, they're the ones that do GTA. It's, what are they called?
Rockstar,
thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
So the trouble is with them, like, look, GTA 5 has been out since what? The PS3?
Yeah. Well, no. GTA 5 has, but they had previous games before then as well, didn't they?
Yeah, obviously, but like GTA 5, they've literally had the same game out for so long, and they just keep updating the online and making you pay for extra stuff, but it's the exact same game.
Yeah.
Because they know it's an easy cash flow. They're not putting in the work they are now to make a new one. They're doing a GTA 6 at the minute, but it's the fact that for years it's just been, oh no, we'll just that's our cash cow, that's our money pit for the time being. We won't do anything. Yeah. And in my opinion, it's kind of lazy.
I wonder how they're gonna do GTA 6. Are they gonna do a bit like what Overwatch did, updated Overwatch 1, and it became Overwatch 2?
No. So I believe it's going to be in a different area. So similar how like you had San Andreas and you had like Liberty City Stories. Like it wasn't in the same place, but it's got that same feel to it. It's got the same kind of mechanics, gameplay, all that kind of stuff. Very similar, like story arc sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I feel it won't be so like with Spider-Man. That's so far been in the exact same location. All they've done is just updated a few small locations on it.
Well, I did notice as well. The bridge that you couldn't go over.
Yes.
In Spider-Man, apparently you can fly right across to that other part of the map now.
Interesting. I mean, I wonder whether that'll just be for a mission because. But it'd be nice if they do extend the map.
I think they actually had extended it because you actually see him on the gameplay. You actually see him just swinging across towards.
Yeah.
It might be a mission, but I just think it can't just be a mission because you wouldn't open it, would you?
Well, I mean, like you go on. It's not Golden Gate. That's not even in the right area. What bridge is it? Can't remember the name of it, but they're on might be the Brooklyn Bridge actually.
Yeah.
In Miles Morales, where they first end up exploding, they like destroy part of the bridge with the weapons.
Yeah.
Actually, was that Miles Morales or was that the other one?
Might have been Miles.
No, it was Miles Morales.
I've not
that's where he
played that yet, but I think
that's where he learned about the power.
Yeah, I think I recorded hearing that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And do you know what? Just talking about Spider-Man, I think we should go into it because we have not spoke much about Marvel stuff in our episodes. So, yeah.
No, we haven't. We spoke bits and bobs, but not much. Well, so obviously there's been new release of gameplay footage recently, which looks amazing. Obviously, we've been wanting to get this game since it was first announced. We wanted a sequel to Spider-Man and then to Miles Morales. So it's like we're buzzing over it, aren't we?
Definitely, mate. Do you know what? Do you know what I didn't see in there though? Whether he does change back, I'm pretty sure, but Spider-Man himself wasn't there. He was literally the Spider-Man with Venom on him.
Symbiote Spider-Man.
Symbiote Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't through all that 10-minute clip that I watched. It didn't show that he turns back.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's a new thing. Has he been infected or something? I mean,
so
it could turn out that they fight Venom in the end, and that actually takes that Venom stuff off him.
See, I'm wondering whether they're going to fight Venom. I don't want to say early on, but relatively early on, which is how Peter Parker ends up getting part of the symbiote on his suit, which then causes his suit to change into the symbiote Spider-Man, which obviously, if you've seen Spider-Man 3, the Sam Raimi trilogy, you saw how that like completely changed his character, his personality. So I think we are going to see that in this game, to where he doesn't really... He's still saving people, but he doesn't care about them. Do you know what I mean? He's just doing it out of necessity, and I feel like it's going to come to blows between him and Miles, and we're going to have a similar thing of where he needs the symbiote removed from him to turn back into, regular Peter Parker.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's a thought. I wonder if they might bring a DLC in there where it introduces one of the scenes from Spider-Man 3, maybe.
Do you know what? Right, so do you remember when we were playing Rogue Company and they added in? There was a dance added in that was very similar to the Peter Parker strut out of Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
And I was like, do you know what? That's hilarious. Straight away, I've realised what it was. I really hope that somewhere they drop an Easter egg to that, because I mean, it became a meme, didn't it? And it's hilarious. So it's like,
well, I
feel like you should.
I can see Doctor Strange making an appearance in the games soon.
Yeah,
myself. I just got a feeling he will. I think they'll show you another part of the universe of the game side of things.
Well, the other thing to remember is the fact that we know that Doctor Strange could be in the MGU, so the Marvel Gaming Universe.
Yeah.
Primarily because you go past the Sanctum Sanctorum, is it?
Yeah.
It's in both of the Spider-Man games, so I do reckon that, there is a possibility of seeing him. For the time being, do I think we'll see him? Probably not yet.
No.
But there could always be just that little Easter egg dropped in.
Well, I don't think it was an Easter egg or anything, but in the first one, people were saying that they actually swung and dropped outside Luke Cage's apartment.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether you ever come across that or...
I can't say I did, to be fair. I mean, I'll be honest, I can't really remember his apartment.
Yeah.
I wish I could, so I could say yes or no, but
I mean,
I believe it though.
I'm looking forward to the game, but there's a few people saying that, we're a bit disappointed. Before it would be out in New York, this game, but it just looks the same as the first one. But with the added,
I get it, because
bonus,
you want to change. You don't just want the same thing added, and the whole thing about having a new map is it's half of a new game, isn't it? You know what I mean? You don't want the same stuff again and again. It's just repetitive.
But all I've seen is 10-minute clip.
Yeah.
Possibly he ends up somewhere else.
You know what? I mean, the fact of the matter is, Spider-Man is, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's how he's referred to, and it's the idea that he's a hero to that community, so to that area. So like, I understand why they are having him there. Do you know what I mean? Why they would keep him there?
Yeah.
But obviously, you look at like Far From Home and No Way Home and that.
Yeah.
They completely remove him from that, and they've expanded his character. So I feel like, yeah, it would be cool if they expand his character to going further, but I would understand it and accept it if they didn't.
I would, because you know how incredible the first game was. So, you know, with it being in the same place, it wouldn't matter to me as long as the game's amazing. You know.
Yeah, and the game will be amazing.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
It will. Spider-Man's always amazing, but they've done an absolutely fantastic job at the game, and obviously they're making the Wolverine game as well.
Yeah,
which I'm absolutely looking forward to. Do you know what? We're going to be out of pocket this week.
Absolutely. I mean, it's worth it though, isn't it? You know, we enjoy it, so
yeah, mate.
Let them off.
I wonder if they're going to do two versions of the Spider-Man game. Are they going to bring, you know, a standard edition out, and are they going to bring a deluxe edition or something? Or I don't know.
I would be 90% sure that they would, because again, I don't want to sound negative, but it's an easy cash grab for Sony doing that.
Yeah, but they didn't do it with the first one.
Insomnia.
They brought DLCs.
No, but they brought DLCs. Yeah.
But the remastered version, you got all the DLCs, didn't you?
Yeah.
Of the first one.
Yeah.
Which I need to play, because some of the DLCs are meant to be really good.
Oh, mate, I've played a couple of them, and they're amazing. But, like, it annoys me that I haven't played all of them, but, you know, again, life gets in the way.
Would you go back to them before Spider-Man 2 comes out?
Potentially. I wouldn't say I'd definitely go back to play the DLCs.
Yeah. Do you know what I like about them games as well? Is it's a platinum you can really enjoy playing as well, as well as getting the platinum as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at most games and it's pushing players to their absolute limit to get the platinum, which is kind of the idea of it. You know, you need to be amazing at the game to be able to get a platinum. Obviously, excluding quick, easy, cheap platinums.
Yeah.
But, like, I kind of like the fact that had that, so it was like, it's especially good for people who want to get into trophy hunting.
Yeah, definitely.
Who are young, who haven't started yet, so, like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of a great introduction to trophy hunting.
Yeah. I mean, I need to get back to Spider-Man PS4 version and get the platinum for that. I know I'm so close to it. I just need to complete some of the, you know, the side missions and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm desperate to do that, and then I'm desperate to play Miles Morales, because I haven't actually really played it. To be honest with you,
mate, you're missing out.
Do you know what it was? Is that I started it, did a little bit of it, and I did a YouTube video going back a while ago, and then I said to myself, I'm gonna do a few more videos, but for some reason I haven't been back on it. So yeah, that's on my bucket list. I'm gonna get the platinums for them, and then go back to the remastered version. I mean, I've got time to do it, because apparently Spider-Man 2 won't be releasing until, you know, around about September to December time. So
yeah,
I mean,
you've definitely got time to do it, mate.
Yeah, to get all platinums.
Oh yeah, honestly, it's a very easy platinum to get, in my opinion.
Yeah,
definitely not the easiest, not even close to being the easiest, but it is incredibly easy to get the platinum. And as I say, the only thing is you don't have to play it on different difficulties, so it's not like you've got to be like the best player at it.
No, so you can play it on the most easiest mode. and
exactly.
enjoy it as well as getting the platinum.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I'll be honest. When I played all of them, I didn't put it on the hardest difficulty when I first played them.
Yeah.
I put it on like the second hardest because I thought, you know what, it's been well, when I first played, I was like, it's been years since I since I last played a Spider-Man game, like PS2 era games. So, so yeah, you know, it's interesting that they've done that though, because it gives other people a chance. Yeah, to enjoy the game without, like, for example, Crash Bandicoot. Look at that. Like, I've platinumed the first one, but I've not gone back and played the other two because I was like, it annoyed me too much with how long it took me to.
Yeah, and don't forget, you got Crash Bandicoot 4 now as well.
Yeah, see, I've not even started that.
Yeah, there's games there that we've bought and we've just not started, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, man.
But no, honestly, I love Marvel and I love the way that. I'm trying to think of the company that made the Spider-Man games. Aneric, is it? Oh,
Insomniac.
Insomniac, that's it.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the name then, I just couldn't say it. But yeah, what an incredible job they did. If
absolutely
correct, was it them who? No, it wasn't. It was Square Enix that did Guardians of the Galaxy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Square Enix that did them.
But saying that, they did a fantastic job for that, Square Enix.
I couldn't say because, again, it's one of the games that we bought that I've not even tried yet.
I've started it, but just not carried it on. But, mate, honestly, the bit I have played, I have to say, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it. Do you know what, though? It's like when I was playing Spider-Man, I can't remember which one it was, actually. I think it might have been the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have been. But when you're running through the mall with Rhino, there is actually a logo that you swing on, or rather, I think Rhino swings on it. But it is the Insomniac logo, and I was like, "Oh, that's a gorgeous little Easter egg right there."
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I remember that scene. That's in when you're in the shopping centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. God, yeah, that was a good scene because you went in slow motion and you jumped off the the staircase. Was it?
I believe it was off like the second floor.
Second floor, yeah, I thought it was, yeah. And then you went into like the mall area, didn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my god, it's fantastic. I just love it, and I can't wait for Spider-Man 2. I really can't. And then obviously you got Wolverine, which they reckon Wolverine's set to release in 2024. So when you think of it,
not too long to wait, really.
It's not really, is it? Because you know we're already in nearly June, so you know it's this year once again is going way too fast. We're almost halfway through the year anyway. So yeah, 2024 will be around the corner soon.
I know, yeah, it'll be out before you know it.
Wouldn't it just? I mean, wow. The other thing as well is going off Marvel just for a second is Percy Jackson TV series is coming out 2024.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, on
well, do you know what?
Exclusive to
I found
Disney
out.
Plus.
Sorry, I just found out the other day that a new TV series has come out on HBO Max. It's literally already out now.
Oh, yeah.
It's Gremlins, Legend of the Mogwai.
Ooh.
Don't know if you ever watched, the Gremlins movies, Christmas films from back in the day.
Yeah. I think I do remember them. Wow.
Yeah, well, they've released an animated series about them, and I was like, oh my god, because like, love the Mogwai, love Gremlins, love Gizmo. So
yeah.
I've actually got a little Gizmo sat on my shelf over there behind me.
Do you know what? They could actually do a game based on that as well.
Oh my god, dude! They really could.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing, though. I mean,
do you know what though? Right, going off topic again. Like I've rewatched a certain game, which was one of my favorite games to play. Granted, it was not my favourite game, but it was up there.
Yeah.
And that was Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, you've heard me go on about Shadow of the Colossus so many times.
Oh yeah. Well, we were in the last episode, the final episode of the season before,
Yeah.
with the Viking, the Scout.
Yeah, it was brought up. I think in like the last 3 episodes I brought it up because I'm obsessed.
But in the last one, he actually told us that something we didn't know, and then it turns out it's on PlayStation Plus Premium, so we're gonna have to start playing that soon as well.
Well, the thing is, so the game that he mentioned, Ico. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
I have bits of information now. When you buy the PS3 version of Shadow of the Colossus, you also get a copy of Ico, Classic HD Edition. Obviously, that was back for the PS3. They didn't bring it out for the PS4.
No.
But Ico is a prequel to Shadow of the Colossus. However, it's it's a sequel to it, but it was released beforehand.
Yeah.
So Shadow of the Colossus is a prequel to Ico. And then The Last Guardian, I believe, could be wrong, but I believe that's a sequel to both games.
Yeah, because I sort of seen that Ico was before Shadow of the Colossus. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, it was released before, but it's actually based after. Because it turns out, like, how weird is this? But it turns out that the main character you play as is apparently the kid of the girl in Shadow of the Colossus, which I was very shocked about to find out.
Wow! And see, there are other games I need to get into again. Which I'm gonna grind some games. I'm gonna get some more platinums in. But not just get the platinums, is enjoy games. I mean, I just stick to one game because I'm always on Road Company. It's like I need to go on another game.
I think that's part of the problem as well with the new Battle Pass system, is the fact that because it's so short, any time you have that is free, you need to spend it on Road to try and complete the Battle Pass in time, don't you?
Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to complete this season. For the first time, I've never completed the season, a Battle Pass, which is... I'm annoyed in a sense because, obviously, they give you 40 days, but I've not always been on it, so you think to yourself, they could have extended it, and they haven't this season. The last 2 seasons they have. I wonder if they. I wonder if they do it last minute.
See, I don't know because you're on like 1 day, 10 hours now, I think, before it ends, something like that.
Yeah.
So the likelihood is, I don't think that they will redo it. No. I think it's just going to be extend it. I mean, I think it's going to be that's it now. Which I do find really annoying because it's just not long enough.
It's not.
Back when it was like 50 tiers, you had about 90 days to do it. Now that it's 35 tiers, you have 40 days to do it.
I know. It's ridiculous. And we haven't had a new Rogue since last June, so nearly a year.
Yeah.
And that was
the last one was Duke.
Which is terrible. Yeah, we've had sort of like a new map in a sense that there's been a map remade. It looks good. I do actually like it, to be honest with you. It does look nice. And I've got used to everywhere on it, but I want a new map, a complete different map.
Yeah.
And
I mean, with that one, they've literally taken the old map version of it and just done it up, like
just done a remake. A remake, of a map.
Do you know what? It's like they've stuck up a lick of paint, stuck a few new cars there. Someone's just bought the place and just redecorated.
No, I know what they've done. They've stuck the mum's eyeshadow and everything on it to make it look pretty.
Nah, someone's just come in and decorated it.
Yeah, but no, honestly, we could talk a load of things, but yeah, we come over time as we always do. But obviously, it's not too bad on this occasion. But just before we do end this special episode, is what made you say yes to the podcast originally, mate?
Just because I knew how much it meant to you to do the podcast, and I knew that it would be better with two people. Like, you might find it a bit easier, but then it was just the fact that, like, I wanted to return back to the person who I was.
Yeah, and I think I totally understand, and I think this is one of the reasons why I said, "Oh, do you know what? I really want to do my own podcast." I mean, I listen to a few podcasts and I think to myself, "Oh, they're amazing." I listen to the Peter Crouch one, and it's hilarious with the things he does and all that. But because they do it in a pub as well, you know, so they're all having a pint of beer while they're doing it. Like, but it's one of the reasons because I love gaming that much, and I know you love gaming and all that. I just thought about it and I thought, there's not many gaming podcasts out there. Let's do a gaming podcast. But it was one of them. I said I was going to do it, and time went by and I didn't take it on board straight away. And then I said to myself, I'm going to ask Phill if he wants to do this podcast with me. Go and ask him and see what he thinks. And do you know what? It has actually done me a world of good, because it's good for your mental health, I think. Talking about a big general of things, and it's
talking about something you really enjoy with people who you can really get along with.
Exactly, mate. And there's most of the guests we've had on our show this season, and you know what? They've all actually been incredible, by the way, I have to say. Just for saying yes, I would love to come on your podcast. This is a bonus, but the fact that they've really enjoyed themselves and we've had positive feedback at the end of it is always a bonus as well. I mean, sometimes I've always been a little bit nervous doing the podcast still. I don't know whether you're the same.
No, absolutely, mate.
Because when you're trying to say something, it's like, I mean, I used to. I don't do it as much now. I still do it a little bit, but I used to do a lot of and that got in the way of me speaking, basically. But I just, as the podcast has grown and grown, and we've done more episodes with people, I think I'm finding it a bit easier now to.
Your communication skills have advanced.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The advance for this short amount of time, and then come off the episode, it'll be like, okay.
Yeah. The funny thing is, back when I was in uni,
back in the day.
See, I've just back in the day when I were in uni, if you you got in a report or something, you got marked down for it.
Yeah.
Airman was one of the worst things you could do during your report. So it was every time you earned, you got points knocked off. So it got to a point where we all learned how to talk without ever airman. Even just instead of airman, you pause. But since, not being in uni for years now, since not being in uni for years, I am substantially more now.
Yeah, but what I have noticed, and I've noticed with myself, is when we're talking on the podcast, it's like because we're talking to each other, the ends have gone. Well, they're not gone, but they've been pushed to the side, and you don't hear us doing it many. I mean, there's been a few episodes where I thought I've done too many ends, but as I say, as we've progressed and we've had more people on the show and everything, it's getting a bit easier now. Okay, yeah. Sometimes I still come out nervous before the podcast starts, but yeah, I do think I'm finding it a little bit easier now. What about you, mate? Are you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, no, I agree as well, mate.
Yeah, but this has been amazing. I mean, I never thought to myself that 16 episodes on plus this episode, which is a special episode. As you could say, it's episode 17 if you wanted to. But yeah, all them episodes on. We're doing well, and I'm just doing it for a bit of fun, and you are, and it's really good. I'm liking it because at the start I had ambitions to say, I really want to do a podcast. Then I started it. It was like, oh, how is this going to go? What are people, how are people going to react to it? But then I started thinking to myself, who cares? If you get negative comments, you get negative comments. That is, it's always the way. But if you get positive, thoughts back, that is like a negative becoming a positive.
The thing is, the trouble is with society, we focus on the negative substantially more than the positive.
Yeah.
And, that absolutely comes into view, especially when you look at, like, news stories and stuff like that, because it's the negativity that we focus on. It's what sells, do you know what I mean? So, if you have 100 positive... Well, now, let's say you have 97 positive comments and 3 negative. You will focus on the 3 negative.
Yeah.
But it's like, you think about that, 3% of the people who've responded have been negative, and 97% of them have been positive. But, like, we always focus on the negative. So it's just something that really, needs to change more than anything.
And you know what? That's what we've been talking about in previous episodes, is about the human mind and all that. And that, you just pointed out there, is it's basically we're thinking more about the negative than the positive, which you should be thinking about the positive rather than the negative, but we don't, because your man's saying to you, oh God, there's a negative. And it might just be one negative comment, but it's like, oh, it's a negative. And we all do it, but I have to say, I'm incredibly pleased to say that we've had no negatives about this, this season, which is incredible. Really is. And I don't know whether you want to add anything on to this special episode, mate, but this season has just been incredible. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the guests I've been talking to and all their backgrounds that they've had, why they became a gamer, why they stream, and why they name themselves what they name themselves. But do you want to add anything to that, mate?
I don't, because I think everything that needs to be said has been said. Just obviously, thank you to everyone who joined or who listened to it, because without the viewers, without the guests, there's no show.
No, there's not. And you know what? It's been amazing. As always, we're all our episodes are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can also scan some of the barcodes that I've added to the Instagram page, which you can scan that and it'll take you to that direct episode of your choice. But yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. And don't forget as well, Alexa works with Spotify for the podcast as well. Sorry, not Spotify. Wrong. Apple Podcasts it only works for. But I'm so glad that I've said it tonight as well, because she's not answered back because I put it on mute.
It's a first. She usually just responds to you regardless, doesn't she?
Oh, I know. I was watching something on the TV the other day, and she literally listening to the TV, and she was talking about that particular thing that was said on the TV. I'm like, what the hell?
It's funny, like, I love the fact that we describe them as she when it's like, it's a robot. It's an AI. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, answer back to it like it's your girlfriend or something.
Do you know what? I can't believe how rude I am to Google. Like, not inappropriate rude, but like offensive rude. Because like you say something to it and it doesn't do exactly what you're asking. It's like, oh, fuck you, Google. And like, do you know what I mean? Like, it can only do what it can hear.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm very aggressive towards her when she doesn't do what I say first time.
But yeah, I totally understand and totally with you with that, mate. Alexa or Google Assistant, they can just be absolutely annoying when they listen to you, because you think to yourself, hold on, literally, why are you listening in to me? Or I didn't not say that, or you know.
Yeah, like.
And then she goes, so would you like me to say yes for it then? No.
Do you know what though? Like, it's like we've gone to Google, like, turn living room lights on, and it'll, like, sometimes it'll be, those lights have not been set up. I'm like, yes, they fucking have, because I set them up. And then other times it's like, turn living room lights on, and it'll go, it's approximately 97 miles to East Jesus Nowhere, and you're like, what? That's nothing to do with what I said.
Well, one thing that does it on mine, and she does it regularly now, is Xbox have a feature where you can link to Xbox. You can link Xbox to Alexa, right? And you can ask Alexa to switch on Xbox, switch it off, but also you can ask her to open a certain game and stuff like that. But I've noticed recently when I say to Alexa, switch on Xbox, she responds with, she goes silent for a bit and then she responds with, sorry, can't connect to Xbox. Please, internet not reachable. And yeah, the internet is reachable because you literally just spoke to me.
It's so annoying.
Because they work through the internet. They don't actually work unless you have no internet. Well, to a certain degree. But yeah, anyone that is listening, though, you can check out through Alexa by saying Apple Podcasts play Teamworks Podcasts, and it'll play the latest episode. So yeah, it's been an incredible season. Me and Phil would just like to leave it with thank you guys. You've actually been all amazing. That's all our guests. We just want to say thank you very much for coming on to our show, and we hope to speak to you again soon. Thank you for everyone that's been listening and downloading our episodes on Spotify and joining our Instagram page, which the Instagram page is taken up a little bit recently. So yeah, I would just like to say thank you, everyone. It's been amazing. And yeah, what would you like to say, Phil, to that?
2 words. I agree.
Brilliant. But yeah,
plain and simple.
So season 2 will be coming back soon. We're going to be taking a break, aren't we? Possibly a month or so, just so we can update things, get more people on the show, and yeah, we hope to see you in season 2, don't we, Phil?
Absolutely. We do need this much needed break, though.
Yeah, definitely. Especially you've been like rushed on your feet. Saying that, I have. I've been quite busy, to be honest with you. I have. But no, this will do us a world of good. Not just for us, but new people that are coming into our podcast will be able to listen to the first 16 episodes of season 1, and plus this one that we're going to be bringing out, this special episode, to say thank you. Yeah, but yeah, it's been amazing. You know me, I can speak for England when I get going, but I'm not going to. Yeah, we can't wait to see you all in season 2, guys, and thank you for just being fantastic support. It's been amazing. honestly, mate, you've been amazing. Thank you for being another host alongside me. Big thank you to you as well, mate.
No, I've enjoyed it, mate, so I appreciate you asking me to do it.
No worries. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you in season 2. Take care.
Peace out.
Peace. Once again, guys, we just want to say a big thank you to all our listeners that have been listening to season 1. You've been absolutely supported, and we just can't thank you enough. And thank you for everyone that's been in our shows as well. All our guests have been amazing, haven't they, Phill?
Absolutely, 100%. Couldn't have done it without them.
They're absolutely been amazing. So this is just a little thank you highlight clip for all you to enjoy. We hope you enjoy it, guys.
Pixie Bean.
Wow.
Crusty Socks.
Wow. Good names,
Angel Dust, Polka Dot, Dinner, Buell. And the last one, the current one I've got at the moment is Rachel.
Rachel, nice.
So,
I like Angel Dust. I'm not sure why though.
I fucking didn't. She was a bitch. she did. She was my worst horse. Angel Dust is honestly.
I was going to say, Angel Dust sounds like a unicorn.
Angel Dust is. I'll make a seed unicorn.
Everyone thought it'd be a funny name, but I was fine with doing it. But that horse, oh my god, man, I've never had, ever, and I've played that game about 4 or 5 times. I've never had a misbehaved horse as bad as that. She was terrified of everything, and I mean everything, constantly. The moment.
Just go to any club and you'll be sent to the. Do you know what I mean? You'll blend in with the scenery, but you'll make any party a party to remember with that.
Literally, do you like when people say they want to be center of the spotlight? I will be the spotlight.
That is awesome.
Bro. There.
I'm thinking. Okay, so if I get to choose, I'm gonna say a pufferfish because looking at me, when I'm all nice and mild-mannered, it's like, oh, okay, he's all right, he's nice. But then get on the wrong side of me, and a puffer bigger than normal, and all them spikes come out, and I become a dangerous bastard.
Hell yeah!
I don't know what type of fish they're called, but the ones with the big lips.
I think so. I know there's one that's like barrel-headed fish.
Yeah,
and they have big lips, but
you don't, which you just said. But yeah, we don't like Fortnite. I mean, I used to play, but I went off it. But the only thing that interests me about the game now is the skins on it. The skins are brilliant, but other than that, it's not the game I would play. Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of my friends want to join me on Fortnite. So I did, because I thought I just went on it. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why are people running around like Spider-Man?
You can do that on GTA then, can't you, as well?
Yeah, and I'm like, this isn't Call of Duty, I can't play this.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into the game. I mean, I think Phil's the same. You just couldn't get into the game, could you?
Yeah, no, it took a lot to try and get into it, and it just got to a point where it's like the learning curve for this. I can't be bothered putting in this time and effort to
collection of games. And then when I found out we could do game share, James was like, oh yeah, well I've been with PlayStation Plus for however many years now, so I've got a load in my library, so I log into his on my console. And I was just like, well shit, I'm not gonna have to buy games for a while now. Crazy.
Keep me occupied for a good 2 years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then,
but I mean, it was like so. But then on top of that as well, because I'm a scab with money. I'll be honest.
You've got to be though. You've got to be these days.
Say it as it is. I'm a scab.
Like
but so like, I won't buy the game like straight from my bank card from the PlayStation Store, I'll go onto a website like CD Keys and buy a whatever, like £50 voucher, and it'll only cost me like 42 quid.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I
saving
do the
those
same
little
thing.
bits of money. It works. It works,
It
doesn't it?
100% does work.
So you
That's
get
what
more
I'm-
cash. Thank you once again, guys, and we'll hope to see you in season 2. What works? Team works. A team that works together.
Stays together.